Hi, today from the beautiful island of Mallorca in Spain. Today we'll be talking about wealth and your fair share in the wealth of your society. See you after the break. Wealth and the fair share in the wealth of your society. What do I mean by a fair share? You can take the area of all lands in the world. It is 150 million square kilometers, which means with a population of 8 billion world citizens that there is 1.9 hectare land or around 4 acres of land for every person in the world, for every world citizen. So if you don't own 4 acres of land, you are in the poorer part of the world society. In order to have a fair share in the wealth of the world, you would need to own at least 1.9 hectare or 4 acres of land. If you don't do that, you are just less than mediocre. If you own only 2 hectares, 4 acres, you are mediocre. You could be considered a rich citizen of the world if you have the tenfold amount of the average amount of land area belonging to every citizen, meaning 20 hectares or 40 acres. And wealthy citizen if you have the 100-fold area, meaning maybe 200 hectares or 400 acres. And that's the perspective you should look at the wealth. The same you can do with real estate. There is around $300 trillion of real estate value in the world. With 8 billion world citizens, it amounts to roughly $37.5 thousand per person in real estate value. So if you don't have a real estate in the value of $37.5 thousand, you're in the poorer part of the world wealth. Your fair share in the society you should consider to be $37.5 thousand. Everything above that, you are in the better off part of the world citizenship. If you own, let's say, $350,000-$400,000 in real estate, you could be considered rich in relation to other world citizens. If you own $4 million in real estate, you are wealthy. You are 100 times more than the average world citizen. That's the perspective you should take, and there are of course much more assets, maybe liquid assets, maybe company shares, stocks. So you could take that perspective in respect to these assets, and I invite you to discuss that topic in the comments below. Invite you to compute the average value of shares of stocks an average world citizen should own, or maybe liquid assets, and let's discuss how to look at wealth, how to look at being rich in this world. The same, especially if you are in the United States, the numbers go up considerably. For example, the area of United States is 9.8 million square kilometers. It is 3.8 million square miles. So for every citizen of a population of 330 million, there is roughly 3 hectares or 6 acres of land. If you own 6 acres of land or 3 hectares of land, you're an average American citizen. Everything below that, you are in the poorer part of your nation. And you could be considered rich with tenfold of that amount, and wealthy maybe with 100-fold amount of land. The same with real estate value. There is roughly $70 trillion dollars in real estate value in the States, taking into account 330 million US citizens. The average value of real estate per citizen, it's $212,000. If you don't own real estate in that value, $212,000, you are in the poorer part of your country. This is the fair share of your society. You should at least own that much real estate in order to be, let's say, a fully valuable part of your society. If you would like to be considered rich, you would need to own tenfold that much, $2 million in real estate, and wealthy, maybe $20 million in real estate. So this is the perspective I want to give you. There are, of course, much more assets that you can consider, liquid assets and, of course, stocks. Let's compute the overall value and the amount per person in your society for the country you come from. Share this in the comments, and I invite you to share your perspective on that topic. That's it for today. If you like this video, give me a thumb up. If you didn't, thumb down. Subscribe if you haven't. I invite you to share this video with your loved ones, with your friends. One day they will thank you for that. I talk here a lot about wealth, about economy, about money, about business, about how the best entrepreneurs in our world think and act, how the self-made billionaires think and act. That I cope with every day. So if you like that video, I think you will also like my other videos. I invite you to watch them. That's it for today. Let's do something extraordinary today.